This unreleased aftermarket part could completely change the meta in Warzone. Hey guys, Omaha here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys gameplay of the unreleased aftermarket part for the KV inhibitor, the Jak Volkh. So currently for Season 4, there are 2 unreleased aftermarket parts left to go. One for the KV inhibitor called the Jak Volkh, which I'm going to be showing you guys today. And then the Basilisk will have a Jak Gunslinger, which increases the amount of ammo in the cylinder and increases the fire rate. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show you guys that because it's not added. And the KV inhibitor conversion kit, the Jak Volkh, I think was added on accident. And I think this is going to completely break Warzone, to be honest. So if you look here at the stats, it'll add hyper burst, recoil control, gun kick control, and flinch resistance. And then you get minus fire rate, sprint to fire, aim down sight, and bullet velocity. If you look at the advanced stats here, you'll see the negatives really aren't that bad. You get minus 8% bullet velocity, minus 13% rate of fire, but then you have the 2-round burst, so it kind of just makes up for that. Gun kick, minus 68%, horizontal recoil, minus 82%, and vertical recoil, minus 65%. And then you get minus 15% on your flinch resistance. You get quite a few penalties on your movement, but you can offset that with some attachments. It's between 4 and 6%, depending on which one. And then your ADS speed's got plus 6%, and sprint to fire's plus 6%. All in all, the cons aren't that bad. So for this video, I'm going to be going against some bots with Warzone HP and armor values, 150 HP and 150 armor, to kind of give you a sample of how it may perform in Warzone. Obviously, the only thing I can't test too well is the ranges in Warzone, but I'm going to do my best on Wasteland. So you'll see here I built 4 different classes for you. I've done basically the extremes for each one. Recoil, I put all recoil reducing attachments. Speed is all handling and speed. There's a mix, which is kind of my favorite all-arounder. This is probably what I'll be using when this gun comes out. And then we've got range, which is increasing the range as much as possible. So I'm leaving everything else in the classes just vanilla, how they were to begin with, just so we don't change anything too much. Except for on the speed one, I'm going to put mag holster just to kind of increase the reload a little bit to show you guys that. I'm going to go into the fire range first and just show you guys my all-arounder. So this is without armor plates, obviously. And here's the default sight for the gun. Pretty decent. And you can see in multiplayer, it's probably going to perform just fine. Not really expecting too much of a difference between normal sniper rifles, but you never know. If we increase the armor up to 3 plates, you'll see one shot breaks the plates, and then the other shot completely just destroys them. So it's pretty freaking good. And then if we go over to the recoil, you'll see it's not too necessary at these ranges, but it's kind of what you get with the recoil. It's all 100% recoil reducing attachments, Jak BFB, high grade ammo, all that kind of stuff. So yep, we're going to jump into a private match here on Wasteland. I think that's the best opportunity to show you some of the ranges similar to Warzone. Derail might be another option, but who wants to play Derail, right? So I'll do 6 bots. The difficulty probably doesn't matter too much. Is there anything lower than Recruit, like a teammate setting? I guess Recruit's the lowest. All right, so I'm going to go against like 6 or 7. Let's go 6. Recruits, HP to 150. That's the same as multiplayer and Warzone. And then enable armor and give them 150 armor to start. So that'll be similar to Warzone. So I guess to start, we'll start off with the speed build, just to kind of show you guys how fast this thing can possibly be. This is sacrificing everything else to get the speed, but you'll see the recoil still isn't too bad. There's one right there. Use my bad aim. So I hit him once, broke the plate. The other one finished him at this range. This is sacrificing range as well. One burst, one burst. This is sacrificing the recoil and sacrificing the range. I'll show you guys the actual builds after this. But yeah, you can see it's a little slow to get the second burst off. But man, this thing's gonna dominate the close range and mid-range. Probably even long range in Warzone. Hip fire's pretty atrocious. Here's that recoil build. Just spawning in my but this thing is pretty disgusting. And like I was saying before, multiplayer, obviously this thing's going to be good, but it's not going to be too different from using like a normal sniper. I only hit him once there. Second shot actually didn't get him. Yeah, this thing's disgusting. So this is all recoil attachments. As you can tell, you really don't need it. The only reason I could see maybe using so many recoil attachments is for like someone on a nasty heavy long range on Warzone. But even then, you could probably just mount a weapon. Right there, you might be able to hit the follow-up shots on somebody. So here's my all-arounder.
Time.
Copy. UAV location.
Yeah, my second shot keeps missing because I'm pulling the mouse a little bit too hard, but it's not really the gun's fault.
UAV standing by.
Got it this time.
UAV on that. UAV on.
Handling's pretty slow, but Really, for something like this, you don't need great ammo. Again, you're going to want to hit your first burst, or your odds aren't going to be looking good for you. These guys really do play like my teammates. Flinch got me there. All right, and then here's the range build. This is increasing the range to its max that it can possibly go. I don't think it's even going to be beneficial on this map, but it goes out to 93 meters, I think. Yeah, this thing is an absolute monster. All right, here's kind of the classes I was using there. Here's the recoil one. Again, I had like Jak BFB, all that kind of stuff just to reduce the recoil down as much as I possibly could. It really isn't worth it to get the recoil down that much. Speed, this actually worked out pretty well, even at longer ranges. I got the speed down a decent amount. That's kind of what I could get it down to as fast as possible right there. Decreased the range down quite a bit as well, but it was still performing pretty well in Wasteland. The mix, this is probably the best I could come up with just with the short time I've used it, and I haven't experimented too much with it. Again, these are the same attachments that are on the KV inhibitor already, so nothing's new here except for the Jak conversion kit. That is the new Jak Volkh for the KV inhibitor. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video, and sub if you want to see more Call of Duty content. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.